Steve Bowers and
Cassandra Fuller.
Welcome you to Six in the City, not just any Six in the City.
That's right. It's a special day, and I'm so disappointed I forgot my confetti.
Anniversary day, 17th anniversary of this show.
We've been doing this for 17 years.
Starting our 18th year.
Well, one of us has been doing this for 17 years.
Yeah, that's right. You came in?
I came in 2010.
2010.
So.
Beth Parnell, well, let's see. Allison Alderson was our first co-host.
That's right.
On this show we started 17 years ago, or 18 years ago, 17, starting our 18th year, 17 years ago. And so here we go.
Many years.
But we haven't changed any. We look exactly the same as we have all these decades.
That's exactly right.
Man, I saw some best ofs during the holidays and was like, woo. You know, there you go.
No.
Anyway, we got a full show today. We appreciate everybody that's with us to share this special moment, and that includes?
Yes, we do. We're going to be talking with the new CEO of JEA, new president and CEO, Monty Cooper. Yeah. We're going to find out what's ahead in the plans for JEA, and then we're also going to be talking with Steve Beverly. He's going to give TV shows that have outlasted Six in the City.
Some that have lasted more than 17 years.
Exactly. And then we're going to be talking with Shane Plunk. He's the Adult Services Librarian at the Jackson-Madison County Library. Find out what's going on at the library. Pastor John White is here with the First Presbyterian Church. They've got a special coming up with Jonathan Dimmock. He's Grammy Award-winning organist. We'll find out when that is and more about it. Yeah. Jackie Utley is with us, and Mary Ross with the West Tennessee Veterans Coalition. We're going to talk a little bit about veterans, mention the military ball, and lots of other things that are going on. Caitlin Clark is here. She's with Friends of Heart, and Danny Crosset is here. He's with Fleet Feet, because Fleet Feet and Friends of Heart are partnering to do something that you love to do, which is a 5K. It's coming up February the 11th, and we're going to find out more about that. And our entertainment today is in person, Scott Myatt.
Scott Myatt.
So
that's all lined up.
That.
17th anniversary time, so here we go with this Six in the City.
Hi, I'm here to ask the people of Jackson to be a part of a groundbreaking program, 4 Minute City.
Every minute you don't get help after sudden cardiac arrest, your chance of survival decreases by 10%.
That's why Friends of Heart and the Jackson Fire Department have created a care team.
A group of everyday citizens trained, equipped, and ready to save lives in our community.
Please call this number or visit our website.
Together, we can save lives.
Experience something new with View It Video on Demand. Now you can preview and rent movies with your remote. Press the TiVo button to go to the home screen. Select View It on Demand to get started. Browse new movie releases and events. Select what you want to watch, then rent. There's even free stuff. You'll find karaoke songs, fun screensaver for your TV, videos for the kids, and more. Experience more with TiVo and View It Video on Demand.
When I first saw Turtle, my heart was full. Now I'm anything but lonely.
We had this deep connection, this heart connection.
He just wants to be close to you and part of your life.
Every day with Turtle is a perfect day.
When I'm holding her, it makes me feel calmer.
I think everything he does shows how much he loves us.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a little bit of a lot of things.
But they're all pure love.
Welcome back to Six in the City. We're doing the show January the 31st of 2023. It's our 17th anniversary. We say that for one reason. Mayor Conger's State of the City address will be presented here this evening. That's right. On EPlus TV6 at 7 o'clock. And it will be repeated, by the way, with some replays with the mayor's State of the City. And speaking of, officials and everything else, Monty Cooper is with us. And effective tomorrow, he will be the new CEO of the Jackson Energy Authority.
I'm ready.
Well, I hope so. Yeah. Well,
no turning back now, Monty.
That's right.
Technically, as we speak, Jim Farrell is still the CEO, but he's left town, and we don't have any idea how to reach him.
I called him, and his phone is off.
Yeah, okay. There it is. We hope the weather goes well tonight. That's going to be a concern area, and so so we'll be following. Well,
now, don't jinx us.
Well, we'll be prepared to do live updates on TV6 should we get into a situation where we need to update folks on what's happening out here.
That's right.
But anyway, congratulations. We appreciate you sharing the time with us.
Exactly.
We hope it means you like what we do.
I do. I like being here I was looking for a cake, but we've got cookies.
We got cookies,
right.
yeah. So we got celebratory cookies today, and it's an important part. Of course, this show came in with telecom when it was added to what had been the Jackson Utility Division, the Jackson Energy Authority. So it was a big step for everybody, I think.
That's right. And one of the things that as we we've seen a lot of activity across the entire state, really the nation, with broadband now being extended even further into cooperative territories and whatnot. There's a lot of money that's out there for other utilities to use to reach some of those unserved areas, and to just sit and think that that vision was here in Jackson over 20 years ago is really, really something. And so John Williams, a couple of presidents ago, and his staff were really, really forward-thinking when they thought to do that so long ago.
Kind of hard to think about where we'd be if they hadn't have, right?
Right.
You know,
Absolutely.
We probably wouldn't be sitting here on 6 in the
Well, we
City,
certainly
for sure.
wouldn't have this, and we would not have. We were the first fiber-to-the-home city in Tennessee. And then the first to expand gig. Chattanooga had services within the business district, and we were the first one to do it citywide, and just kept on going. So it's been a real special thing for the city. Well, what about you? Now, this is a big step in this career. You started when?
I did. So I started, I was 19 years old when I started at then JUD. I was in college and realized I need a job to help pay for college. So I'm a Jackson, born and raised in Jackson, and a Southside High School graduate. And come back home, needed to get a job and raise some money so I could continue paying for school. And that's where I found the position. It was a cooperative engineering position at JUD, and it was that was all the way back in the very end of 1992, believe it or not.
Okay, so here we go. When did you start thinking about being a CEO? Or did that, I mean,
I've had that asked, and I've had other people say, yeah, you probably always planned on doing this, and that's actually not true. I've had a great career here at JUD and then JEA, and I've been all over the company, and that's been a true blessing, and never really intended on it. I didn't know where it was headed. I was just doing the next thing, and so 10 years in engineering, and then almost another 10 years in operations, and then some time with distribution. And then the last 6 in upper management as the senior VP of the electric division, all kind of added up and is really set me up for what I think is going to be a good finale. I mean, this is definitely, of course, my last quarter, as I've told others, of my career, and really looking forward to it, and just fortunate to have that background to bring to the position.
People forget, a utility company, every day is out repairing and developing new areas of service and everything else out there. And it takes all these facets of this operation to make it work. So it's a cumulative effort out there every day with accounting and everybody else's customer service.
That's right.
All these different divisions of this company.
Yeah, and we're seeing that in action today. I mean, we're sitting here, we're hoping that we're not going to have an ice event. I mean, that would be that wasn't on my first day bingo card.
What a way to
It's 1994
jump into it, right?
all over again.
But again, it's just a testament to see it's a big machine. There's 400 employees. There's so many different tasks to be covered, and we've got great folks. We've been preparing for this. Of course, we stay ready for things like this, with the systems being resilient and maintained properly. But you still got to get ready. And so that's what we've been doing really for the last 48 hours because we thought we may have had an event last night and it was okay. But this afternoon, we're getting even more prepared.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's excellent. Well, congratulations on this.
Yes, congratulations.
And
we're
coming into this
at
a time, energy is a controversial thing now. Politics has landed right in the middle of what is done with this company. And anybody that produces or distributes energy, it's a whole different world.
It really is. And so what you're seeing is, of course, the environment is important, but reliability is important. Cost is important. So all of those things are kind of meshing together, and it's trying to find the perfect answer to a lot of the questions that are out there. And so we have events like we had a few weeks ago with the cold spell that came in with the ice and the freezing. TVA lost some generation. It put us in a position that we never thought we would be in. We never thought that we would be short on generation. But you know what? We learned from that. TVA has learned from that. And now you figure out how you got to get better. And what do we do to keep that from happening again?
Exactly.
Well, congratulations.
Yes, thanks, Monty.
Welcome aboard.
We appreciate it.
Monty Cooper, he is the president CEO
starting tomorrow
of the Jackson Energy Authority.
Not yet.
Not
He's
yet.
like, don't count me as today. It's tomorrow.
Well, he may not be. He might have to make the call.
Hey, now. I keep telling him not to jinx us. You know that.
Steve Beverly's coming up next. We'll talk some TV history now that we've joined it. on this 6 in the City.
With EPlus broadband and watch TV everywhere, you can now take your TV on the go. Just visit watchTVEverywhere.com to sign up. Then you're all set to catch your favorite shows, movies, and sports wherever and whenever you want on any internet-connected device. Choose from our growing selection of networks from your cable package at no extra charge. Visit WatchTVEverywhere.com to learn more. It's easy to sign up for EPlus Broadband's TV Everywhere.
Want to receive account information via text? When you enroll in JA Alerts, you can. Text to get a bill balance, due date, set a payment extension, receive an outage notification, reply to report an electric outage. Text JOIN, J-O-I-N, text JOIN to 53248, 53248. Cell phone number must be current and attached to your JA account. Visit jaxenergy.com/textalerts for more information.
Here at the Emergency Operations Center, we rely on EPlus Broadband Fiber Network to better serve Madison County. With high-speed internet, we track storms and natural disasters in real time. Also, fiber internet gives us the speed to host training classes preparing responders from all over the county and state. The phone system allows us flexibility to stay in contact and make conference calls with both in and out of the office with local, state, and federal agencies. Connectivity is an important part of emergency management.
Steve Beverly's with us. TV Classics is an institution now. I got a worldwide fan base, and he has been doing this for a long time and carried over with EPlus TV6. But now you got slots during the daytime as well.
Yeah, we got a daytime version
so
now.
So you're not just weekends on Saturday and Sunday nights, but
we're on 11 to 2 every day. We're your lead-in on Tuesday.
All right,
and then we have the midnight version for those night owls out there that somehow are insomniacs. Yeah. We'll put them to sleep real quick.
What are you doing with all the extra money that you're now getting?
Well, that's been a hard thing for my wife to figure out.
So excuse me, something's going on here. You know, well, this show we were talking about, this is our 17th anniversary show today. So Steve comes in to give us some TV perspective about shows that have lasted on television 17 years.
Yeah.
Or
more. And you have really run the gauntlet now because you've just about passed a lot of the major ones except for a few that are along the lines. But I will say before I get into this, I've gone back and done research in old classic TV guides. This is now the longest running TV talk show in the history of Jackson television.
Okay,
that's good to know.
That's very good to know.
Longest continuous.
We'll take that title.
Yeah, and deservedly so. Now, with the 17th anniversary, you only have 7 more months to go.
All right.
And you will be even with What's My Line.
Is that right?
That went 17 years and 7 months in prime time from 1950.
Wow.
In fact, What's My Line started, you go back and it's 73 years ago on Thursday.
Oh, wow.
And was in prime time for 17 years and 7 months.
With the same host?
John Charles Daly.
Daly's
and you had,
all the way through.
And you had originally, after they had to shake out some people at the beginning, but it was Arlene Francis, Bennett Cerf, and Dorothy Kilgallen until she sadly passed away in 1965, and then they had a guest panelist.
Wow.
So that was, and they stayed with it almost all the way. And you want to know how they found out they were canceled? Nobody told them from the network, and Bennett Cerf got a call from a UPI reporter wanting to know, said, CBS has released its fall schedule and your show is not on it.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
And so that's how they found
it? Yeah, nobody at the network thought to call to tell them about it.
Whoops.
You got some time off.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
So you have now by 3 years passed The Adventures of Ozzie and Harriet.
Okay.
Which is the longest running sitcom. Don't tell me The Simpsons. It's the longest running sitcom in television history from 1952 to 66. So you have passed
Ozzie and Harriet.
Ozzie and Harriet, okay.
Yeah. You have passed I've Got a Secret.
Okay.
15 years with Gary Moore and Steve Allen.
Okay.
So you've passed them, and these were really the stalwarts of primetime television in its infancy. Now, what have you got to catch?
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
All right, you got 3 more years to catch Gunsmoke.
Oh, that's a big one
20
now.
years, 1955 to 75.
I think we can hold out for 3 more years.
Sometimes you don't have to say anything, Steve.
You're exactly right.
When have you known him not to say anything, Steve Beverly?
It was always a cut of the eye, right? No, but Gunsmoke was really, and they were preparing scripts for a 21st season. And then all of a sudden they were told that you're not going to be back for the 21st season.
Oh, wow.
They did get somebody from the network that called them. Okay. You still got a ways to catch the longest running primetime variety show in history, and that was the Lawrence Welk Show. 27 years.
27 years.
1955 to 82. But when ABC canceled him, he was on the golf course. And this same reporter that called Bennett Cerf called Welk and said, your show's not on the ABC fall lineup. What do you have to say about that? And Welk was stunned. But, of course, then again, 3 days later, they had put together a package for the Lawrence Welk Network, and he continued 11 more years in syndication.
Oh, my gosh.
And then went to PBS. And
and it's still there.
Yeah,
you know, Lawrence never died on PBS.
Sure didn't. He
but as far as current shows, one of them's got to be canceled, and a couple of them got to be canceled. NCIS is now its 20th season.
Wow.
So you're still chasing them, only not with Mark Harmon anymore.
Yeah.
And then Law and Order Special
Victims Unit.
Victims Unit. Yeah, 24 years, which is the longest running dramatic show in television history. So some of those have got to be canceled at some point in time for you to catch up with them.
All right.
But a great milestone, and I am issuing my congratulations to both of you.
Well, we appreciate it so much.
We appreciate it.
It's an honor to work with you.
Yes,
We appreciate the perspective.
That's right.
All right. Well, I'm going to have to slow down this aging process.
You can't leave now, man. We got some time.
Steve, it's so good to see you.
It's good to have you, Steve.
We're going to the main stage, and this guy's live and direct with us, and he's been working with us many years.
In the studio. Yes, he is.
He's back. Scott Myatt.
Thanks. It's an honor to be with you, especially on this broadcast. Congratulations to everybody. Please come to Boston for the springtime. Staying here with some friends, and they've got lots of room. You can sell your paintings on the sidewalk, buy a cafe where I hope to be working soon. Please come to Boston, she said no, you come home to me. Hey rambling boy, why don't you settle down? Boston ain't your kind of town. There ain't no gold and there ain't nobody like me. I'm the #1 fan of the man from Tennessee. Please come to Denver with the snowfall. We'll move up into the mountains so far that we can't be found. Throw I love you echoes down the canyon, and then lie awake at night till they come back around. Please come to Denver, she said no, you come home to me. You rambling boy, why don't you settle down? Denver ain't your kind of town. There ain't no gold and there ain't nobody like me. I'm the #1 fan of the man from Tennessee. Now this drifter's world goes round and round, and I doubt if it's ever gonna stop. But of all the dreams I've lost or found, and all that I ain't got, I still need a lean-to, somebody I can sing to. Please come to LA to live forever. This California life alone is just too hard to fill. I live in a house that looks out over the ocean. There's some stars that fell from the sky living upon the hill. Please come to LA, she just said no. Boy, but you come home to me. Hey, rambling boy, why don't you settle down? LA can't be your kind of town. There ain't no gold and there ain't nobody like me. No, no, I'm the #1 fan of the man from Tennessee. I'm the #1 fan of the man from Tennessee.
Donating blood is safe, easy, and in less than an hour, you can save up to 3 lives. If you've donated with us before, thank you. We can't wait to see you again. If you've never donated before, now is the time. Give blood at Lifeline Blood Services today.
System Operational Achievement Recognition, the SOAR Award, is the American Public Gas Association's recognition for excellence in a natural gas utility. The award covers employee safety, system improvement, system integrity, workforce development. There are over 700 APGA members. In 2022, 14 of those systems received a SOAR Award. But the top-level gold SOAR Award, only one system, the Natural Gas Division of the Jackson Energy Authority. Being an industry leader is all a part of JEA today.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Every 2 seconds, someone in the U.S. needs blood. Lifeline Blood Services provides blood to 17 hospitals and 12 AirVac services in 20 counties. To make your donation, you can come to one of our 2 locations today.
Welcome back to 6 in the City, our 17th anniversary show. Cassandra was our first performer, entertainer, and let's see, Mark Woody Hunt was producing the show in those stations. Right. I think Rayburn Anthony came back for our first anniversary. I think he was our first, was he our first performer, I think?
Maybe Thomas will tell us in her ear. We're assuming that's who it was, so we're going to go with that.
We got history there. Well, Shane Plunk is with us, and he is the Adult Services Librarian with the Jackson-Madison County Public Library. Dinah Harris has just been recognized for 10 years of service directing our library, and it's been a tremendous turnaround.
It has been a turnaround. She's, and I, can remember her from when she first started coming on the show. She's been on the show with us, so
and
she's
splendid job,
part of our show.
Recognized with the city and county for her service with the library, and so that's a
congratulations
special
to Dinah.
To Dinah, right? We got a busy month of February.
We do.
Coming up.
We've got quite a bit of stuff going on. This coming Saturday is actually Bring Your Child to the Library Day, so we want to encourage people to do just that. We're going to do a special story time at 2 o'clock. Our children's librarian, Jennifer Kilburn, is fantastic. She'll read a story, they'll do songs, there'll be a craft. So please, people come and bring your kids.
Okay.
It's a great
time. That's a free event?
It's a free event.
Okay.
What age group you recommend?
Yeah.
Usually that is anything preschool-ish.
Okay.
Usually a younger crowd.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's a great time. She's fantastic. Kids love her. So
And
bring them out.
This Saturday.
This Saturday at 2.
At 2. Okay. What next?
We also are starting up our computer classes again.
Okay.
That's a thing that we, are happy to offer. So if you've got people that need to learn computer basics, we're going to be doing that in February.
And that's for anybody?
This is for anybody, starting at the absolute basics.
Oh, okay.
Should be on February 3rd at 10 o'clock, or you can come on February 15th at 4 o'clock.
Okay. 2 options there. Good.
2 options. We have also got a really big thing coming up with we kind of made a Bob Ross program. It's kind of what we're using here. It's called the Happy Little Accidents Painting Hour.
Okay.
And we were given a grant in collaboration with our Friends of the Library group to purchase enough supplies to have people come in and for free be able to watch a Bob Ross, episode of The Joys of Painting and be able to paint along and not have to pay a penny, not have to have your own supplies or experience.
There's your opportunity to paint.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's going to be on February 9th.
February 9th.
Okay.
What day of the week is that? That's
that is
Wednesday?
That's a great question. I don't remember right off the top of my head.
See, the 3rd is Friday, so, it'd be a Thursday.
So it'd be a Thursday.
Yeah.
So we're going to be doing that. That's registration. So if you want to participate in that,
So
be
we
sure
need to
give us a
register,
call.
but there's no charge for
Correct.
it, right? Okay.
Correct. So just call us at the library, 425-8600.
Okay.
And we're going to do that monthly for a while.
Oh, is that right?
Oh, okay.
So
it's
we'll
not
do
a
different
one-time
times.
thing.
No,
Okay.
we'll do different times and days so that we can get different crowds that we might have missed in the last one. We're very excited about that.
So is it
one.
consecutive or is
You
just
can come in
whenever?
We're going to watch a whole episode and I'm going to try it too. I'm not super artsy, so we're going to see.
how
You
that
can't do worse than I will, so it'll be okay. But yeah, we're just going to do a whole episode, start to finish, and you can walk away with your own painting.
Okay, that sounds fun.
It should be.
And that's February the 9th at 2 o'clock. Okay.
And then we also have Digital Learning Day. That is something that a lot of libraries try to promote and celebrate. That is something to help teach people that there are online resources to learn new skills and whatnot.
Okay.
The library's got lots of that. So on the 23rd, from noon until 5, we're going to be doing all kinds of different stuff. Couponing, gardening, baking, and we'll just be showing some online classes for those
So do you have
things.
to come for that whole time, or can you just
You
find a
can
segment
come,
within there?
just pick and choose what you want to come to. You can always look on our website and our Facebook for the information, or grab one of our program guides at the library.
And you guys, I saw where you guys also do podcasts.
We are, yes. So we have had a podcast where we did library news. We're working on tweaking that and revamping it a little bit.
Okay.
We should have more news about that soon. So
Awesome.
maybe if we come and see you next month, we'll talk about that more then.
Wonderful.
Check the
We'll look
library on
forward to it.
Facebook, website, whatever, and keep up all these activities coming up. These are in the month of February.
That's right.
Yes.
jmclibrary.org.
Yeah, let's do it. It's good to have you
Thanks
with
so
us.
much, Shane. We
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Very
Thank you
much.
so
Appreciate
much.
the work of the library. Going back to the main stage, and we welcome back Scott Myatt.
The secret of life is enjoying the passage of time. Any fool can do it. There ain't nothing to it. Anyone knows the top of the hill. Since we're only a little while, might as well show some style. The secret of love is in opening up your heart. It's okay to feel afraid. Just don't let that stand in your way. Anyone knows that love is the only road. Since we're only here and down, yeah, might as well show some style. Give us a smile, isn't it a lovely ride? See me sliding down, I'll be gliding down. Try not to try too hard, it's just a lovely ride. Isn't it a lovely ride? See me sliding down, I'll be gliding down. Try not to try too hard, it's just a lovely ride. The thing about time is that time isn't really real. It's all on your point of view. So how does it feel for you in there? Einstein said that he could never understand it all. Planets spinning through space, that smile upon your face. Welcome to the human race. Isn't it a lovely ride? See me sliding down, gliding down. Try not to try too hard, it's just a lovely ride. Isn't this a lovely ride? Oh, mama, see me sliding down, gliding down. Try not to try too hard, it's just a lovely ride. Secret of life is enjoying.
The family's visit to the forest inspired a beautiful question. Mother, mother, am I a tree? You tell me to stand tall. You tell me to stay rooted. I think I am a tree. My child, of course you are. But what kind of tree will you be? The kind to hug or the kind to climb? Doesn't matter which you choose, so long as you choose to be a tree that's kind.
Make the forest part of your story at a park near you. Find one at discovertheforest.org.
Tired of internet that leaves you waiting and monitoring your usage with extra fees? Switch to EPlus Broadband from the Jackson Energy Authority for fiber optic internet with the fastest speeds to keep everyone connected. Enjoy being online as much as you want without worrying about extra fees or data usage limits. Perfect for when you need to download and upload large files, stream videos, or use your favorite video conferencing app. EPlus Broadband, fastest internet, no data caps, no slowdowns, no worries.
That's my neighbor, Joe. Hey, Joe.
Hey, John.
Joe's about to make a very big mistake. Hey, Joe, you think it might be a good idea to call 811 to have your underground utilities marked before you start digging?
John, that's just for big projects.
Actually, it's for any digging project. Hey, congratulations, Joe. You found your electric line. Remember, safe digging always begins with a free call to 811. You want to borrow my phone, buddy?
Welcome back to 6 in the City. We'll have more with Scott Myatt coming up later in the show. Right now, Pastor John White is with us. He's pastor of the First Presbyterian Church here in Jackson, Tennessee, celebrating this year its 200th anniversary.
That's right. Another
so it's the first church to be organized in Jackson, Tennessee, and Presbyterian churches throughout the county. Ironically, the Denmark Presbyterian Church was the larger of the churches, Presbyterian churches in West Tennessee in those days. But celebrating this year is going to kick off this coming Sunday with Jonathan Dimmock, who's a Grammy Award-winning organist.
Organist, right.
He's had music posts at 4 cathedrals, including Westminster Abbey in London, and is the only person in this country, I think, to ever have that honor. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And then he also St. John the Divine in New York, among others. So he's an outstanding organist. And then the instrument at the First Presbyterian Church was a significant investment on the part of the members of that church.
It was. It was installed around 2000, and it's a Schantz organ. Jonathan has been here before and played it and given us his thumbs up. He really likes it, and it's a wonderful organ. And the sanctuary of First Presbyterian is wonderful in terms of its acoustics. Yeah, so singing, organ, any kind of musical production there sounds great.
Okay. So what will he do? This concert is coming up Sunday afternoon, this coming Sunday, the 5th of February. Right, 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
So what will he do?
Well, that's a good question because some of the things that he's going to do I can't pronounce.
Okay, yeah.
It was a test for you.
That's right.
Kind of like those little Reese Lanier concerts.
That's exactly right.
He's going to present a program at 3 o'clock of about 8 or 9 pieces. It'll probably only be about an hour and 10 minutes in length. And we're going to have a couple of video screens set up. We're not quite to the video screen level at First Presbyterian yet, but we're going to bring in a couple of video screens. And there'll be a camera up beside Jonathan that's trained on his feet as well as his hands.
Okay. So you can actually see how these...
Wow.
So you can see, I mean, it's amazing to watch what he does and how he does it.
It's not just a keyboard.
No, it's at least 3 keyboards.
Yeah, and then all kinds of effects and the foot pedals.
Then the foot pedals are actually another keyboard.
Right.
Okay.
And he plays different things with his feet and both hands at the same time, which... I mean, I could barely walk and chew bubble gum.
That's kind of like the whole rubbing your head and patting your belly, thing that some people can do and some people can't.
Yeah, except harder.
Yeah, exactly, no doubt.
Well, and these organs also have all these effects. I don't know, they program those in, or sometimes they change them as they're going through. I mean, it's really an extensive production.
The organ can reproduce all kinds of sounds, from a bagpipe to a trumpet to an oboe. It's got a wide range of opportunities to hear different musical presentations. And it's known as, the organ in general is known as the king of instruments.
Okay.
Because you can imagine playing a flute It takes your breath away to play a flute. This is like playing 800 flutes at the same time. So there's a huge air intake, and it's really an interesting
to see
deal.
and hear. Yeah. Now, is this open to the public?
Absolutely, yeah.
No admission charge?
No admission?
No admission charge at all.
John said he's not going to pass the plate or anything.
I won't pass the plate, and I promise I won't preach a sermon.
Okay.
That's worse than passing the plate. But yeah.
Now, if you want to hear John preaching, do that at 9:30 Sunday morning.
That's right.
And Jonathan Demick will be there as well.
He will be playing for our morning service as well.
The concert is coming up this Sunday at 3.
February at
This
3
Sunday.
o'clock.
Well, it's great to have an internationally recognized performer coming in. It's a perfect instrument, and he is an outstanding performer.
That's right.
Known all over the world. And so
And
I had a
after
friend-
this, after this, he'll be able to say he's one of the few organists that has toured on 6 different continents, as well as Jackson, Tennessee.
Oh, wow.
I was in school in Burbank, California, and there was a young lady that was in 5th grade, and I found her on the internet. I looked up Burbank class, and she sent me a note the other day saying that she was personal friends with Jonathan because she's an organist as well, which I didn't know. And so she said he's outstanding and glad he's coming to Jackson. So never know.
Impressive. And for people who are not familiar, tell them where the First Presbyterian Church is.
We are right next to First Baptist Church on North Highland. We're in between First Baptist Church and the hospital.
Gotcha. All right. It's a great opportunity to see a Grammy Award-winning organist. So get down to the First Presbyterian Church this Saturday, February 5th at 3 o'clock.
Sunday,
sorry.
Right.
Sunday
yes, it does say
afternoon
Sunday.
at 3.
Sunday afternoon.
John, it's good to have you with us.
Thanks so much,
Appreciate
John.
Good to be
Appreciate
here.
it very much. 200th anniversary year of the First Presbyterian Church. Well, we're going to talk veterans, and then we're going to talk about running.
That's right. Your favorite topic.
And
I know
still
you
to
got
come.
some new shoes. I know.
Still to come on this, Six in the City.
I'm Mark Taylor. I'm the owner of Renew Biomedical Services based out of here in Jackson, Tennessee. We're a provider of biomedical services for medical professionals. At Renew Biomedical, our use of telecom is of utmost importance. We have to reach our customers in a timely fashion so we can diagnose and service their equipment needs. So EPlus Broadband allows Renew Biomedical to connect effectively with our customers in whichever way they choose, via email, phone, Skype, teleconferencing, in any way you can imagine.
For 9 years, the READ team has helped over 2,200 second graders read better through coaching and friendships. Students have increased their word recognition by as much as 300%. Reading on grade level opens the door for Google searches, driver's licenses, and career opportunities. Invest 1 hour a week to give our second graders every chance to read on grade level. Go to thereadteam.org to sign up. The READ Team, changing our community one word at a time. In partnership with JMCSS, Leaders Education Foundation, and United Way of West Tennessee. But you already knew that because you can read.
Say it and see it with voice control. Find your favorites faster across live, recorded, and streaming TV. Movies, shows, news, sports, music are just a voice command away. Show me action movies. Just for kids. Every result personalized based on viewing habits and time of day. Say it, watch it. It's that easy with the power of voice control.
Welcome back to Six in the City, our 17th anniversary show, and 2 of our favorite guests. Mary Ross is with us, and Jackie Utley, and they visit with us with some regularity because they're involved in a lot of different things in this community. Here today to represent the West Tennessee Veterans Coalition and to do a save the date for the next military ball. Had our first one last year. It was so successful that they're going to do it again.
Hey, we're ready. We're ready to start all over again and jump in. But first, we have to say happy anniversary. We're so happy to be here on your 17th anniversary.
Thank you.
Glad to be here. Glad to have you.
Glad we could bring you some DoubleTree cookies to celebrate.
We're excited about those.
Yeah, we absolutely are. All right. So the date is?
November the 2nd. It's a Thursday night, 6 p.m. And we're announcing location and keynote speaker next Tuesday at 10 a.m.
Okay.
All right.
So
So be looking forward
be
to
on hold. Stay on hold for that. That's coming. Right in the corner.
Will it follow kind of the same format as you see it right now as it did last year, or making some changes?
We're going to make a few changes. We're not going to do a band this year. We're going to do a few extra things. So we want to liven it up a little bit, not get repetitive and keep it the same. But, you know, we're excited. We've actually, last time I was here, I think we hit $23,000. We're at $28,500 now for this year. So people are still giving money. We want to encourage everybody to.
Speaking of giving money, so tell us a little bit about that. Who do we give to? What does it go for? What's the purpose of it?
You can earmark Veterans in Crisis, which is what the ball went for. Every penny that we raise, once bills are paid, is going to go into the hands of a veteran who is in need. We've actually paid out about $900 this year since January 1. We've had 2 veterans that we've assisted, one with travel to Vanderbilt. He kind of got stuck here, needed a bus ticket to get to Vandy. We've had one gentleman who spent a week in the hospital in December, was off the entire month with flu pneumonia. We were able to help him paying Jackson Electric, being able to kind of help him with phone bill and some food. So we have people in need that we're able to bless, and we're happy to be doing that.
Yes. Okay. And if people want to give, how do they do that?
West Tennessee Veterans Coalition Facebook. They can call me, 423-341-3330. We're Facebook. We've got a web page. So
cash check, Venmo, PayPal.
Find you on the street.
Just hand me money, and I'll make sure it gets to the right place.
Awesome.
Jackie, how do people find? How do veterans find out about your services or how to reach you or whatever?
The best way, we have an email address. It's WTNVetsCoalition@gmail.com. That goes to Megan Holt, who is kind of we call her our IT goddess. But she's the one, and she's also with the National Guard. She's a family readiness and resources person with the National Guard. So she's used to dealing with this, and she knows how to tie in with the various agencies in town. So we kind of put her in charge of first contact with the veterans. But, you know, they'll need to provide information that they are a veteran and provide, information about their need. When we paid JEA, the bill for JEA, we needed the account number, and we needed, so the money goes straight to the agency that needs it. We don't give it to the veteran themselves.
All right. And misconceptions sometimes. There are a lot of veteran services, everything that are out there. They're independent organizations. But then, criteria of government and everything else, sometimes documentation is needed, and sometimes the cash need is just immediate. And so it's a great fund to have set up.
It's for immediate need. There are resources available for veterans, but it takes time.
A lot of red tape.
A lot of red tape, a lot of time, a lot of documentation, and so we're trying to be immediate.
Fill that gap.
Assistance.
Yeah. Okay. What a great opportunity.
Well, thank you.
Well, it certainly is. The Veterans Coalition of West Tennessee. And so save the date, November the 2nd.
Yes. November the 2nd.
And we'll be announcing some of the details, such as speaker and location and all that, coming up next week.
Next
week. And then we'll just start building the momentum from there.
We'll be back soon to see you all.
Okay.
I'm sure we'll be talking about it.
We're looking forward to it. It's good to see you both.
It is good to have you,
Appreciate y'all being here
Thanks
and
so
sharing
much.
that and bringing these wonderful cookies from the double tree.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary to 6 in the city. We're going back to the main stage, and we welcome once again Mr. Scott Myatt.
Morning has broken like the first morning. Blackbird has spoken like the first bird. Praise for the singing, praise for the morning, praise for them springing fresh from the word. Sweet the rain's new fall, sunlit from heaven, like the first dew fall on the first grass. Praise for the sweetness of the wet garden, sprung in completeness where his feet pass. is the sunlight, mine is the morning, born of the one light, Eden saw play. Praise with elation, praise every morning, God's recreation of the new day. Morning has broken like the first morning, blackbird has spoken like the first bird. Praise for the singing, praise for the morning, praise for them springing fresh from the word.
It stands out in the landscape. It's the newest and largest water tank in the JEA system. Located northeast of McKellar-Sipes Airport, it holds 2.5 million gallons of water. Construction costs just shy of $4 million. But it will supply water and the water pressure necessary to sustain fire hydrants in an expanding industrial and commercial area of Jackson. Meeting needs and building for the future, all a part of JEA today.
From time to time, life may throw us a curveball. Even with the best of efforts, maintaining the essentials like utilities can be difficult. With UtiliCare, you can make a donation to help provide utility assistance to families right here in Jackson. Your contribution makes a difference for those families struggling to pay utility bills. Go online to learn more or donate. jaxenergy.com/UtiliCare.
Welcome back to Six in the City.
Now,
we're going to talk about running.
What are your favorite topics?
Well, Caitlin Clark is with us, and Danny Crossett is with us. And I saw Danny last week. JEA has a health fair, and I went down and bought me some official
So you
walking
can't just
running
go
shoes.
see Danny and talk to Danny.
Because he's going to hustle those shoes on you, you know what I mean? But I went down, I've got me a fair, and Danny said, well, how's it going? I said, well, they're right there in the box where they need to be.
It's not helping you, Annie.
Steve, we got to get you walking and running. We'll get you there.
And we've got an opportunity.
We got an opportunity, so let's jump into what are we talking about today? We're talking about
right up.
That's exactly right. What is it?
Friends of Heart.
The Friends of Heart 5K is coming up next Saturday, February 11th at 8 a.m. at Fleet Feet. So then, I'm not responsible if he hustles you afterwards. But before that, you're supporting local cardiac care.
Okay, so how do we do that?
So you can sign up online.
It's run sign up, but you can just Google Friends of Heart 5K, and it'll take you to run sign up.
Okay.
And just click the button.
So I just Google Friends of Heart 5K.
Yeah, and you're
I'm
in there.
Okay.
And if you want one of the fancy, fine sweatshirts that they have, you got to register by this Friday, which is February 3rd.
This Friday,
right?
and they're very nice sweatshirts.
Okay.
Keep you warm the rest of the year.
What's the registration fee?
It's $30 in it now, and it'll be $35 the day of the race. So sign up early, get the sweatshirt, then donate the rest to us.
Okay. Friends of Heart 5K. So let's get.
And an important part of this is the fact that it is the first race in the Roadrunner Race Series.
Okay.
Right.
That's right.
It is. We appreciate that a lot because
this is something new. Well, obviously the Friends of Heart is new because last year was the first year for it. So this year being the second year, decided to get into the race series.
And this is actually going to be, we're doing quarterly, I'm calling them Healthy Heart events. And so we're looking at pickleball and a bike ride again, and then a wedge tournament in the later in the year. So we're looking at doing what we can to get people active and also raise some money.
Well, that sounds good.
How we doing with 4-minute city?
Well, I've got great news. We have the devices have been FDA approved, so we should have them in the spring. So we are
fantastic.
We're getting in the weeds, getting really in the nitty gritty, looking at it and making sure that we've got people signed up all over our city limits.
Well,
to
I
do
hear the
that.
tests have gone well. I mean, that when done some trial runs out there. And
we have,
and
and we're
respond-
responding now. We don't have most people, unless they have an AED, they're not responding with an AED right now. But at least to offer CPR and support, until the first responders arrive. So
all right, fantastic. Well,
That's awesome.
that's really exciting with Friends of Heart.
That's right.
And the road runners then you'll do how many races this year?
We have 9 right now that we'll do for the series, and this will be the first one, so you can start getting your points now.
Okay.
So for people who don't know, Danny, explain a little bit about the race series and how it works.
The race series it's a series of 9 races, and every race that you go to and participate in, wherever you place, you earn points. And at the end of the year, we have a banquet, give some pretty nice prizes, and everyone that does 5 or more races gets pretty good swag from it. So it's a good way to promote the races here in town and increase the participation and make it a little more competitive and have fun. And you don't really have to be competitive. Like I say, if you just do 5 races walking, you'll be okay.
See, you can do. You can walk 5 races and get part of that fabulous swag.
Yeah.
I've gotten some of those pretty.
Oh,
nice.
is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I can walk.
Yeah, you can walk.
You can walk all 5. Right?
You can,
All 9.
there's 9 races in the series. You've got an opportunity this weekend to get yourself jump started with those brand new shoes.
Yeah.
Well, Pam would be so proud of you. Get out there and walk.
I feel like a fish or they're just on some kind of bait right out in front of you. No, but it is an important thing. I mean, that's why I was asking the other day about how you get started.
Yeah, it is. And this is a good time. First of the year, people got the resolutions.
Right.
Do some walking right up until time for this race and walk most of it. Then the next race, they can do a little more running so we can get you going. And
it's a great race because it's Friends of Heart. You're supporting the Friends of Heart.
Yeah, it's a good thing. We got really good sponsors this year, so we're raising.
We've got almost 20 sponsors on our sweatshirts, so you'll have lots of logos on your back. But we've got Arrington Funeral Directors and Roberts Jewelers and Avive were all at the top level last year. They came back, and then this year we've been joined by Your CBD Store, Christian Brothers Automotive, and 9 Round Fitness at that level. And then we've got so many more. I'm very grateful for those partnerships because it takes us all, and love that opportunity for small businesses.
Our registration this week through Friday is $30, right? Okay, so let's get registered and get ready to go. The race is Saturday, February the 11th. It'll be at 8 o'clock that morning at Fleet Feet.
Yep, that's right.
And then we'll do the trophy presentations and all that other stuff right after that.
And
So 8
the
o'clock.
route is just right across from Fleet Feet, so you're kind of going around in some neighborhoods. So it's fairly safe area.
Certified 5K.
Certified 5K.
That's right. Get
Time
you a
and ready
jump
to go.
start on the race series.
And Friends of Heart will be a 4-minute city coming up this year.
That's coming, and we've got our new youth student athlete EKG program. Our pilot is February 28th at Northside High School, so we're going to be offering that for free to look for any pre-existing conditions in our student athletes. We've got some really good local projects getting off the ground through the support of things like the 5K.
That is an interesting project.
It really is. It's a great project to have. And if people want to know more about Friends of Heart, Caitlin, do you guys have a website?
We do, friendsofheart.org. We've got Facebook, Instagram, and of course you can always just reach out to me and I'll help you find the answer somehow.
All right, perfect.
We appreciate y'all
Yes,
very
thanks
much.
so much for being
part
here.
of this show.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here.
We're going to be right back as we continue 17th anniversary show of Six in the City.
Hey, have you heard about 4-Minute City? Do you know what it is?
Our city has over 100 sudden cardiac arrests every year.
That's why the 4-Minute City program was created.
By placing easy-to-use defibrillators in homes and businesses throughout Jackson, we can save lives.
This is not some hypothetical. This is real.
But it's up to us. Want to do something good?
Come on, Jackson. Get involved.
You just might save my life.
And I might save yours.
For the most reliable drinking water supply at the highest quality, reach for the tap. Our tap water is safe and continues to exceed all government requirements. For more information about our drinking water, visit www.jaxenergy.com/JEACCR.
Move over. It's the law. When approaching work vehicles or crews, move over to create a safety zone. It protects utility workers, law enforcement, firefighters, and emergency personnel. It's not an option. Slow down. It could save a life. Stay safe. Move over.
Honey, what I think you need is a socket wrench.
I played JV basketball.
I'm sorry. I don't think it looks right.
This is good, and it's all good, baby.
Is it really all good?
If you love me enough to routinely test your handyman skills, not to mention the strength of your marriage, then of course you'll visit nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat to make sure I'm in the right car seat.
I'm gonna call my dad.
Welcome back to Six in the City. Thanks to all of our guests for sharing the 17th anniversary with us, and we're starting our 18th year.
So
Thanks
excited
to
be sharing it with you as well.
Yeah. So join us on Facebook and like us on Facebook and keep up with what's going on with this show. We're glad to have been a part of this.
Most definitely.
Now, once again, the Mayor's State of the City. If you're watching us on Tuesday, State of the City is this evening at 7. We're also prepared to do live updates on EPlus TV6 should we get into a weather situation that will merit.
But we're going to say we're not. So
let's hope not.
We're going to
all
say
right.
that.
You got a minute? You got stuff to talk about?
I do. I got a few things to talk about. It's speaking of running, the Andrew Jackson Marathon, which is coming up in April, is looking for volunteers. So if you want to be involved with a race, but you don't run, it's a great opportunity to get involved. You just go to runajm.com, click on the volunteer tab, and see where you can volunteer, and we'd love to have you help that. This week, on February the 2nd, two things. We've got a pottery class with Lakin at Grounded Plant Company. It starts at 5:30. It goes from 5:30 to 7. $75 includes your pots that you're going to make, a plant, and drinks. It's a great opportunity. Grounded Plant Company is downtown. Also, on the 2nd, 38 special is going to be right here at the Civic Center.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you can,
okay.
It's 7:30 to 11. You can get tickets at Ticketmaster.com. I think tickets are still available.
That's this week?
That is this week, February the 2nd.
Okay. Jonathan Dimmick at First Presbyterian Sunday. So we got a full music weekend.
That's right. And then an evening with Mark Twain with Lewis Haskins is coming up at Dixie Pack on the 4th from 7 to 9. So great opportunities to get out there and find something to do.
We appreciate this man being with us so many times over these last 17 years, and we're glad he's with us today. We're going to close this show with Scott Myatt.
Thank you, and again, happy anniversary. It's late in the evening. She's wondering what clothes to wear. She puts on her makeup and brushes her long blonde hair. And then she'll ask me, do I look all right? And I say, yes, you look wonderful tonight. We go to a party and everyone turns to see this beautiful lady walking around with me. And then he asks me, do I feel alright? And I say, yes, I feel wonderful tonight. Yes, I feel wonderful because I see the love light in your eyes. And the wonder of it all is that you just don't realize how much I love you. It's time to go home now, and I've got an aching head. So I give her the car keys, and she helps me to bed. And then I tell her, as I turn out the light, I say, my darling, you were wonderful tonight. dark